Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to this video. Today I'll be going over the easiest paths for Act 5.2. And just to recap on Act 5.1, I did miss going over a certain node, the flare node with a Nightcrawler. As so graciously mentioned in my Discord server, really appreciate that. Just really for that, you would need a Pari spam heavy, or just kind of save one of them for that fight specifically. I think he's later in the quest. But yeah, just being careful about that. Nightcrawler is really annoying, can evade a lot, so bringing a True Strike would work too. But thanks for pointing that out, really appreciate it. So let's get started. Quest 1 in Act 5.2. Okay, so really the easiest path right here would be taking, I believe it's port A, yeah, to the Black Panther, Loki, Storm, up to point A. I believe there's an ambush right here. I can't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure there is, so you want to be careful for that. And then just taking, I believe it's, yeah, port C, whichever one that takes you right here. You can get super close to the boss in a simple like 4 or 5 fights. Oh wait, my bad. Six fights, including the ambush. And then there's Wolverine, Iron Man, and then Psylocke. So if you guys wanna, you wanna be, you wanna be aware of the nodes always. You wanna check these, make sure you have the right champions. So this has role reversal, which means it just switches around the class, and power shield. So the attacker's basic attacks deal no damage, but still generate power, and their special attacks deal 400% more damage. I really like this node, it's super fun. So really just bring a champion who has strong special attack damage, and you should be vibing. So on to quest 2, again, another pretty short quest. If we can get in there. Okay, so you want to take, usually for this, again, this is my opinion, so it may vary depending on what kind of champions you have, all that kind of stuff, what you feel comfortable doing, all those kind of variables. But my preference for the easiest path would be heavy hitter. Just avoid dashing forward when they're throwing a heavy, and you're fine. You'll take path B. Okay, let me look at that again. So it's 3 fights, then 2 fights, and then the boss. So for the Iceman, you want to bring Cold Snap Immune, Warlock, Human Torch, Colossus. They all will work. For the Electro, bit annoying. You'll take energy damage from his static electricity thing, so you want to be careful about that. And then the Hood boss, again, role reversal, power shield, special attacks benefit from 50% increased critical hit damage. That's new, but really just benefits from power shield. And then his nodes come from places on the path. You don't really need to take those out. If you wanted to, you could take this tech one out with Energize. That could be a little annoying. Same with Special 2 Bias, especially since he has Unblockable or Enhanced Special 2, and reason is Cascade. Yeah, pretty simple fight. Nothing really too difficult. It does get harder later on in this chapter, with Collector in the final quest, and there is Masochism. There's an overall global Masochism node, which can be pretty annoying, but I'll explain that later on. So for this path, there's two easiest paths. You could either take the Phoenix, Storm, and Quake up to this point right here, and then Unstoppable Colossus, Spider Gwen, and dang, I forgot his name, Joe Fixit. And the global nodes is Buffett, Mystic Ward, Role Reversal. I think this whole quest, or this whole chapter has Role Reversal. So Buffett, every 7 seconds, the next buff triggered by the attacker is immediately nullified. Each time this effect triggers, the defender will regenerate 5% of their max health. So basically just use somebody who doesn't rely on buffs or just avoid dexing. Just parry spam heavy or parry do some kind of combo, stuff like that. The other easy path would be this Loki, Hood, Agent Venom, Beast, Iron Man, and Magneto. So the Magneto is buffed, so he'd be a little more annoying, but really simple. And I did mention this because you might not feel comfortable dexing special 2s. If you're not, I would suggest taking the Loki path. But if you are, these 3 fights right here get you directly to the boss really soon. So just 5 fights and then boss, and so it's pretty simple. But yeah, quest, I believe it is quest 4. Okay, so last one is Buffett. I believe it's quest 5 that has the Masochism. Oh no, it is 4. Never mind, my bad. Yeah, right here. So Masochism. Every 7 seconds, the next debuff triggered on this champion is immediately removed. Each time this effect triggers, they regenerate 5% of their max health. So for this, just don't use somebody with debuffs. Ooh, like Nick Fury, he'd put a bleed on every medium. That would make them regenerate. You can use a debuff champion, just you want to make sure they're high damage. But I wouldn't suggest doing this on your first run because it'll take a lot more time. And again, with the role reversal. So for this, there's 2 easy paths. One is Yellow Jacket, Deadpool, Colossus, Punisher, Iron Patriot, up to Iron Man, Deadpool, Deadpool X-Force, War Machine, Hulk, Loki, and then Storm, who's the boss. Her nodes are Limber, Transducer, Plagued Mind, and Caltrops. Optimus, dang, she has a lot of buffs. Optimus, Pessimist, Combo Shield, and Checkmate. Really, there's nothing that hard except for Caltrops, which could be pretty annoying. So you want to be sure to bring a bleed immune champion for that, or take out this Electra back here. And the second easy path, if you don't want to face Yellow Jacket, you could take the Ant-Man up to Black Widow, Gamora, Rocket, Star-Lord, Magic, who could be pretty annoying, and she does have Buffett, so that would make her a little more pesky. And then there's Doctor Strange, Hulk, Loki, and then Storm. So my brother, when he ran through this, he did take the harder, the more difficult path. I would guess he took out Magic and Doctor Strange. So really good job for him. But I'd probably suggest taking the route I took and following this, just because it's a whole lot easier and will save you some frustration from the Buffett. Okay, so quest 5 is the Daredevil Hell's Kitchen boss. He is buffed, So I suggest going in and making sure you know his specials before you actually fight him, just so you don't mess up and get hit. Because I don't even know how many times I've messed up and gotten smacked by his specials. Like in variant 6, that Daredevil is very annoying. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the path. You will take Moon Knight through the port B right here. There's Psylocke, Civil Warrior, Iron Fist, Archangel, Captain America. This Black Panther Civil War will be pretty annoying. Just be careful not to stun him while he has armor ups, and avoid getting hit when he has all those reflective charges, and that just save a lot of health taken. And then there's Ronin, Thor, and King Groot. And then you want to take Path A. There might be an ambush here. I can't remember. But then there's Hood and Daredevil. So the global nodes on this are Role Reversal and Bane. For Bane, I suggest going into the Moon Knight fight and then fighting him just to get some practice, get the feel of it, or just taking a few practice runs. And if you feel like you've done bad, just exit and join again. It's really a trial and error. This Daredevil has Mirror Image, Buff Duration, Rolling Thunder, Ragnarok, Adaptive Enhanced Abilities, True Strike, Spectre, and Arc Overload. Really, none of those are that big of an issue. Again, practice dexing specials, and you should be fine. Okay, so for quest 6 is the final quest with the Collector. So for the Collector, you will probably have to spend some revives on. I suggest bringing high damage champion, like maybe Corvus, just to pull off as much damage as possible before getting hit. Don't push to Collector's SP2, because I don't think you can dex that. His special one, you'll take block damage, but it'll be less efficient. You could probably survive it. Okay, so for this, either one of these you can fight, doesn't matter. I took Kang, so much easier. Then I took up to E, and I took out Angela, then Gwenpool, then went down to A with Venom, Old Man Logan, Dr. Voodoo, Yondu, Nebula, Gamora, Black Widow, Daredevil Classic, Spider-Gwen, who is now buffed, so she'd be a lot more annoying, and then the Collector. So again, practice with the Bane, it really helps. Just timing your attacks right, and you'll be vibing. And then there's Aggressive. This defender is more aggressive and excels at offensive abilities like heavy and dash attacks. So really, they just play a lot more aggressive than usual. So be careful about that. And once you beat this quest, you will become uncollected. So I hope this helps. If you guys want to join my Discord to ask for more direct questions, feel free to do that. Link to that will be in the description below. So that'll wrap it up for the video. Really hope this guys helps you guys. Yeah, see you guys in the next one.